Hello and welcome to Audio Adventures. This is a D&D 5th edition podcast that is made by friends, with friends, and for friends. And if you clicked on us, buckle up. It's going to be a crazy magic carpet ride for you and me. This podcast is used by my nerdy friends and I to escape our lives for a time and act out some pretty ridiculous scenarios. And we are so glad to have you here. A couple things before we start. Our group loves the rule of cool, so I'm sure we will get rules wrong. So if we do, please feel free to tell us in a kind fashion down in the comments. Also, if you want to contribute to the fantastical world of Seblos where this campaign takes place, please make a comment and you may be seeing that kobold cleric in the very near future, along with your name in the show as well. Now, please grab a seat and some popcorn, and let's meet our Wandering Vanguard. Audio Adventures is a D&D 5th edition homebrewed podcast and may deal with triggering themes at times. Viewer discretion is advised. Trigger warnings can be found in the description.
Previously on the Wandering Vanguard.
Our heroic adventurers took a quest to clear out a basement of a pest problem, finding out quickly it was so much more than just a small pest problem. Tavis got swallowed whole by a ginormous worm, and our group went into a rumble and tumble with this creature to get him back out. Samria, a water ganassi the party met in their adventures in the kingdom of Aradora, was seemingly summoned to help from a gigantic magic blast. And Rio was sent to help as well. Eventually, our group was able to slay the foul beast after Tavis made a stunning tactical decision and charged the worm in the form of a sheep, killing him dead. The worm spoke of the true king as the last grasp on the mortal coil of his faded. We now join our group in the aftermath of this battle. And that's where we begin.
What'd you say?
Do they have something to regrow a hair like they have to regrow limbs?
I write in my notebook and I show everyone. I said, well, I have a spell who could make it look like that he has hair.
I absentmindedly make all of my hair disappear and then come back.
That's a good one.
I'm sure I can find a barber that can
Magic your hair back?
Yeah.
Sure, it won't just grow back.
Well, that's fair.
I
don't know.
As I'm working, I'll say, "Oh, by the way, I completed those crowns, the hat things."
Oh, the mental block thing?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I'm calling them psychic linking crowns.
So, you're like 100% sure they work?
Yeah, I mean, I took out the block of the elf giant lady.
Oh.
Beliona.
Yeah, her.
You call them psychic linkographs?
Psychic linking crowns.
Linking crowns. Tibril, can you write that in my notebook?
Sure. Can you hold it out?
Oh, yeah. Here.
I'm going to, then I'll write it out.
So, did you try it on anyone else or just the giant?
Well, I have yet to try it on anybody else. Would you like to try?
Did you bring them?
I would.
Yeah, I
write in my notebook.
I open up my portable hole and I take out the crowns.
That's right.
Do you think we should?
I give Raoul, or I give Redguest the receiving end, and I put on the sending.
Should we do this once we get back first?
I'm sure it's fine.
Well, this way we can also get out of this hole in the wall.
I'm sure it's fine.
All right, sorry about that.
By the way, I am currently attempting to. I'm going to break down the psychic barrier on Raoul, on Redguest.
Also, ignore all those notes on everyone, Tibril. Those are just my ways to get to know you guys better.
The what?
Wait, break down the psychic barrier on Redguest.
Yes. Hey,
The
okay.
psychic linking crowns.
Red guest, do you understand the name Althator?
What?
Okay. And I focus on sending the word Althator into Red Guest's mind.
This is gonna be interesting.
I do the same thing I did with Beliana.
Okay. Red Guest, can you make a intelligence saving throw?
$19.
Okay, so you only take half damage.
Cool.
All right. So you, as this metal has been placed over your head, you feel this sharp stabbing pain that doesn't feel on the outside, but it feels on the inside like a huge migraine started, and it just starts to consume all of your thoughts. And as you push through the pain and regain sight as it was blinding you, you receive 7 points of psychic damage, and you feel a sort of break on the inside of your brain.
All right. How about now? Do you understand Althator now?
The word does come through.
Althator.
Yes, Althator.
Well, it seems like it works.
Temple, can you write that down as well?
I point.
Sorry.
Sure.
When
Do you want-
Redguest says his name, I point to the medallion on my chest.
Forgot to mention, it does kind of hurt a little bit. Sorry about that.
Hey, Red Guest, do you care if I just hold on to the book and I can write that down for you?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to open it up. I'm going to just open it up to a page. How filled is the notebook?
Which page did you go to?
Probably I figure I didn't know if you were going to hand it to me opened or closed. I'm just going to open and flip till I either find the last page that was edited that had anything
Find
added
the
to it.
page with me.
Or I'm not gonna go reading every single page. I'm gonna just flip to try to find the last page that was edited or added anything, and then flip to the next one, and then have that one open. Like if there's a half page filled or something.
By the way, I collect the crowns and I put them back in my portable hole and fold it up.
Okay. So you only did this with Red Guest, right?
Yes.
Okay. You take it all, you put it in the hole, all of you see it disappear into a little hole in the astral plane, and he folds it up, puts it in his pocket.
On the page you'd probably find actually the end of your notes so far. And so it says at the last note is very sick mother, Diane Darrow.
Oh.
Possible weakness scratched in.
Possible Red Guest?
I could really use a bath. I'm covered in worm guts.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna flip back a page and look at more about my notes.
It's be a pretty detailed history, as much as he can remember from pretty much when you guys escaped Zakten.
Red Guest. How long have you?
Oh, I'm feeling very sleepy right now.
All of you hear from the entryway of this cavern, the small sort of Texan-like voice of what his name is probably Merle. He's like, oh my goodness, y'all actually did it. I think, and he comes in swaddling a little bit, looking around this large cavern. Oh my gods, you all actually pulled it off. I thank you all so much. I mean, I wasn't expecting for this to be how I do some renovations all up in here, but you know, and I guess I could. I have more storage space if I need it. So thank you all for this.
Can I ask him a question?
Yeah.
I write in my notebook and I ask him if he wants the wall fixed, where the worm dug a hole through his wall.
Okay. He puts a short, stubby finger up to his chin, up to his bearded chin. If I keep it open, I could have more storage space. But if I close it, it would be like this never happened, and I don't have to think about it ever again. Storage space. No, we can leave it. We can leave it.
I nod.
I thank you again. It looks like you all are pretty badly bruised and battered. Do you all want... I know it still kind of smells, and the worms and maggots are receding. It'll take me a little bit to clean everything up before I can open again. But at least I can hire people on. So now, when you come back, I can do the enchanting process in like twice the speed. Do you all need anything to eat? Anything to drink?
I just say I just want to get out from down here.
That's fair. That's fair.
On the last page of Red Guest's notebook, I'm going to write Althator for him. Red Guest, is it okay if I hold on to this for a little bit?
Oh, sure.
Okay. I'm going to put it into my bag of holding.
Red Guest is still rubbing his head from the crowns.
Well, again, thank you. And whenever you get those clothes ready and all those other things polished up and made all good and nice, please be sure to come in to me if you need any enchantment work. It'll take me a couple days to get back on track, but thank you all again.
No problem. Hey,
No problem.
I nod.
Sam.
Yo.
What time of day is it?
That's a good
As
point.
you guys kind of like walk back upstairs, when you went in, it was like, if I'm remembering it right, you guys went in, it's nighttime.
Oh, whoa.
As you exit, it was getting like mid part of the day. This fight took really long time.
Oof.
Let's get Red Guest back home, and so he can sleep. Back to the inn.
Hey, what about going and guys? How about tomorrow we go and visit the magic item guy? What the half and half dude?
Oh yeah.
Who sold Red Guest all the cursed rings?
Yeah.
Yeah. Paul and
Vivindri and Polly.
After,
Yeah.
of course, I get my suit and take it to get enchanted.
Yeah, sure. I think we just all needed some rest right now. I don't know about you guys. It's been a long day.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all of you are continuing walking. You hear a very familiar voice that you just remember having a conversation with. Tipro.
Hmm?
And you turn around and Rio's standing there again. Except
can I
this
have
time with her hand extended with a letter to you.
I have a guess of who this is from.
You are an intelligent one, it seems. Here you go.
Thank you.
Not a problem. And she turns and walks away again.
Let's get you home, Red Guest.
Wait, are we getting letters based off of smarts? Because if we're doing this by like numerical value, I would say I'm about 16 out of 20 in smarts.
No, I was just told I was going to be getting in contact with here soon. So
Ah.
I think I know what this is. I think I know what this is. But let's get Red Guest home. he's kind of heavy. At this point, Timbrel is like,
I can walk, and I let go, and I just fall over.
I go to pick him up.
thank you, Tomb.
Can I pick him up?
I would like to stub my toe.
That'd be really funny. You can pick me up, Tomb.
And while stubbing my toe, I would like to use...
I know, that's why I asked.
I would like to use Arcane Jolt.
Should I roll for strength or something?
And using Arcane Jolt, I am going to give... you're gonna get... 10 points of healing. Red guest.
To who again?
Red
guest.
guest. Ah, frick. Son of a...
Oh, and there, my legs are back. Thank you.
My hands are still holding out to see if you need help.
He just kind of looks at you and like shudders, and then like takes your hand.
I accept the help, and I hop on Tomb's back.
Oh my god,
that's fantastic.
Do you actually do that?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I wasn't. Oh man. Oh.
You're being piggybacked through the streets by Tomb. Several people are carrying each other after a very grueling fight.
Does anybody give me weird looks?
Yeah, you like it's getting late, so there are several people who probably came back from a shift at Scrynet or Prepare Us Pastries or the police or the campus that are all various sorts of elven ages. A couple of them kind of just first look at the Warforged and they're like, oh cool, and then they look at the very pale man on the back.
I make my face. I try to give off the impression that I'm in a lot of pain.
and they see that and they're like, their eyebrows go from like really raised to like down a little bit, and they just kind of like walk past a little faster.
Dude, did Nick see what Rin looked like?
No. Actually, yes.
Oh.
Yes, he did.
He did?
Yeah.
He could just transform into Rin.
That's not going to occur to him.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't.
Nick's
so is Red Guest still on the floor? Like...
Oh, you picked it back up.
So I'm holding Red Guest and Nyx is off my back?
Yeah. Well, not on your back. You're holding Red Guest like bridal style.
Okay.
No, Red Guest thought he misunderstood and that you were trying to help Nyx onto you, so Red Guest kind of got himself up.
No.
Aww. The Red Guest is kind of trailing behind with, I'm assuming, Timbrel.
Oh.
And Dentures.
And Dentures. Dentures is kind of like limping a little bit, and he looks crushed and crunched in all the wrong places.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, you guys look like a really ragtag and beat up group, which is surprising to a lot of people because as they look at you and they're like, a lot of these people are magical and they understand what it looks like to have immense magical power, and they look at you. This group has immense magical power from the insides of you for your inner sort of magical wells to the outside of you to like the magical stuff that you use. Every like bit and almost like every place on all of your guys' bodies are just magical.
Every orifice.
Yeah. Like all of you just like even, and it's like a little bit more so than what's usual.
How dark is it right now?
It's pretty dark. You guys went in there when it was
Timbrel the beacon.
A freaking glow stick.
Yeah, so Timbrel's like behind all of you and you guys see the silver light start to emit from him.
Yo.
Yeah.
Does Tomb's eyes glow like I'm trying to think of a specific movie where that's the thing. Oh, and Robots. You know, in Robots, when they're in the dark in Big Well's mansion and like their eyes are like flashlights.
Like, not as much as the Robots movie. I would say within the like Do you have dark vision?
No.
So I would say like within 5 feet of you.
Okay.
There was an option for that you didn't choose, I think, in the very beginning of making it too.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah, I think there was a variant of Warforged.
After a while, I'm gonna hop off Tomb's back, say, okay, my foot's better now.
All of you continue making your way through the city that doesn't like to sleep. And make your way to Old Astrazelia. Past Verney's meandering house, which indeed has moved a little bit, as that is its trademark. And you make your way and you see Tavis's mother and father exit their shops around the same time, off in the distance, walk across the street, hold hands, and start walking towards Soldecked Hospitality. And you guys are walking about 80 feet behind them, and eventually you make it into the B&B, essentially.
Can I go to the garden?
Yeah, you can go out to the garden.
Okay, that's where I go.
Awesome. And as you walk in, Tavis, just beatered, battered, and bruised, swallowed today.
Bald.
Just like goo all over you. Visaria comes around the corner. Again, another outfit.
Don't forget bald.
Yeah, bald.
Oh, that's right.
She comes around the corner holding a platter and now a purple t-shirt tucked into high-waisted jeans and knee-high leather boots with her hair up in a ponytail with a ribbon in there. And she stops short, looks at all of you.
Does she drop the platter?
She does not drop the platter.
That's unfortunate.
But she says, 1 second. And she turns around and goes back in, comes back out with a platter that's filled with several tankards instead now. And she passes around for anyone who stays, just a tanker full of what looks to be just ale.
I'm going to say, I'll pass. But which way to the bathrooms again, or to the bath house? Is it a house? I
mean, it's in our house, so if you want to classify it like that. So you'll go down the hallway over there, and then you'll take a left, and then just go down the stairs.
Okay, thank you. And I
no problem.
Go towards the bats.
I follow.
Right.
Said,
I'm
okay.
gonna
Be careful walking down the stairs,
I'm gonna
Marcus.
take one of the ales and I'm gonna follow too.
Okay, she follows along behind. Wait, where did you say you were going, Tavis?
Hey,
With them to the bathhouse.
I'm gonna say, hey, Redgus, this might be easier, and I point at him and I cast Fly on him.
On me?
Yeah, it might be easier to move that way.
Oh. Cool.
You levitate, and you're like, oh god, oh jeez.
I try to put on a brave face because I feel like it was nice of him.
It's the nicest thing Nick
Nick's
Nicest thing Nick's ever
very
done.
absent-minded, okay?
It's the nicest thing Nix has ever done.
Visaria, followed behind you, Tavis, kind of like whispers at you. I know that it looks like you went through a lot today. I was wondering if you had time to go to the library and get those books or the bookstore and get those books for me.
Sure, I can do that.
Oh no, I was asking if you already did, because that was on the list I gave you.
Out of character, did I remember to do that?
You had no time, dude.
We did not.
Okay.
You guys went to Skynet, you went to Merle's, you fought a huge monster and almost died several times.
Okay. Tavis is gonna lie.
And Timbrel gets in trouble when he lies once.
So I'm gonna be like, Sorry, my head's a little everywhere. I went there.
Too.
Somebody had. I didn't have time to go to the bookstore though.
Oh,
I'm good.
Roll a deception check.
Well, he does this. I'm gonna walk upstairs.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for the offer of the ale. I don't drink though, so.
It's not full ale. You sure you want? It's okay.
24.
I'm upstairs. Heading upstairs.
Okay. She looks over to you. Oh, I mean, all right. It seems that you had a lively day. Okay. Well, I guess thanks for trying. And she smiles a little bit. You may want to take another one of these. It looks like it's just ale, but it really rejuvenates you. So here, and she kind of does a slight little smile, and then turns around and walks over a little hunched-shouldered back to the kitchen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
when we get down
turn
to the
around
baths,
and
go ahead.
go to the bathhouse.
Yeah, when we get down to the baths, I'm just I'm just gonna like dive right in, not caring if my clothes are if my clothes get wet or anything.
Oh my gosh. All right, so you see that there are there's so yesterday all of you had like this heart to heart with an elven man just kind of in the back corner with black hair, just kind of chilling there looking up at the ceiling kind of and then closing his eyes every so often. The same guy is in the same place tonight, and all of you just like walk in, some of you floating, some of you walking, and just what would you like to go into? Because there's a large pool off to the left side of the room, and there's two smaller pools that are like jacuzzis off to the right.
I would like to flop into a jacuzzi.
Okay,
Face first.
You flop into the jacuzzi.
It looks like I trip.
Yeah. And the guy kind of like scrambles forward with his like most elves have a clean shaven face, like they don't usually really grow hair. This guy has really sort of like really scraggly beard that looks kind of like those guys that like don't try but still look good with it.
I'm just gonna stick up.
He scrambles forward a little.
After I land.
You're gonna stick up your thumb.
My thumb's just gonna go up, out, into the air.
Okay, cool. That was okay. And he nestles back into his corner, a little more on edge. You were wet. Your knees fell out of the jacuzzi. Your top half got submerged in. All of you float down. Make your way into the bathhouse and groggily undress and are able to make your way into the parts of the bathhouse that you want to be.
Nix is gonna stand up and do a hair flip like this. And then he'll get out and go up to his room after drying off.
All right, so you dry off your clothes and everything, and there's a little bits and pieces of this black ichor floating in this jacuzzi now.
I wasn't very close.
Oh, that's fair. Okay, it's a little cleaner in the jacuzzi. There's dirt. There's a little bit of dirt in the jacuzzi. You clean it off. You feel a little bit. Your face feels hot and refreshed.
Also, dentures went immediately up to my room and into my room, and to get ready to be fixed. When I get up, I'm gonna fix him and then go to sleep.
You find him there. You start the process of fixing him. All right. What would the rest of you like to do?
I'm going to clean myself off quickly after taking my clothes off and falling slowly into the pool. And then once I clean myself up, I'm going to get up and go back to like the dining area to ask for an ale.
All right.
I'm gonna do the same, but I'm gonna drink one of the ales before I get in, and then I'm gonna drink one after I get out.
Okay. So Tavis, you would feel these effects before everyone else. It seems that Visaria kind of cracked open the special sort of ale after she saw all of you were hurt. And you feel like sort of like the energizing effects go into your body. It tastes not like the normal sort of ale. It has sort of like a fruity flavor that feels kind of like sparkling. Like, people hate sparkling water, but this isn't like the attack of the sparkling water. It's just kind of like there's a little bit of a fizz, and then the taste of like strawberries and then melon and stuff, and then like the back hit of a little bit of ale. And as you feel this like flow through your body, you feel the sort of like the exhaustion of the day kind of like wash out of you, and you feel like tonight's sleep will feel less like recovering and more like rest.
Woo.
Very nice.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna dry off and head to the dining area with Red Guest.
Cool. All of you do that. Red Guest, you come up. Visaria is serving several individuals as it is time for dinner. There is a. Are you sitting down or are you stopping Visaria?
She looks busy?
It looks like she's not like just as busy as she usually is, but she's not like angry today. It looks like it's just like another day.
I'm gonna stop her.
She has like the same platter that she had when you guys walked in, except it's empty now. And she stops and says, "Oh, hello."
Sorry?
Oh, I was just saying, what did you need?
When you have time, can you bring me an ale?
Oh, yes, I can. Follow me into the kitchen.
Okay, I follow her into the kitchen.
And she goes in there, and she set down the other platter that was filled with the other ales, and she picks one up, hands them to you. Do you need a sandwich? Do you want any food? It looks like you all had a very hard day.
Yeah, can I get a sandwich? I mean, if you're not too busy right now.
Oh, I mean, it's just another order at this point. And she goes through and quickly, she goes over to like one counter near the end of the kitchen. That looks like to be the sandwich making station, and she like puts together like a BLT sort of sandwich very quickly, with not like skimping out either. She puts together like a full hearty beefy BLT, and then puts like apple slices on the side and everything. And she gets it done within like 2 or 3 minutes. It's pretty quick. And she walks quickly over to you and hands it over. All right. If you need anything else, please let me know. After all, my job is to make sure that you all have a great time here.
Well, thank you. And I'm gonna go to the dining area and find someplace to sit down. I assume Tavis is somewhere sitting down.
Yes.
Yeah, Tavis, you find Tavis sitting at one of the 2 people on like one end of the room, 2 people table with a menu.
And I'll consume my food while Tavis does stuff.
Right. Tavis, you order your food and your tankard. Visaria comes out. Oh, it's why didn't you just all of you today? Oh my gosh! And she turns around and she comes back with the same ale that she handed everyone else, and hands you your food, hands you another one of the ale with the drink that you ordered. says, "All right," and pats you on the head, kind of chuckling. Bald Tavis.
Do you know if we still have any stuff to regrow hair around the house, or did Mom kind of throw that out when I kind of went away for a little bit?
That sort of serum stuff its magic kind of wears out pretty quickly. So I wouldn't suggest using it if you find any.
All right.
But it doesn't, she kind of peers closer. It doesn't look like the follicles fell out. It looks like you'll grow back eventually.
All right, then.
You'll be fine.
I guess
she pats your head again, laughing. All right. I'm going to go. Please, if tomorrow I still don't have time tomorrow to go get those. So if you would please go and she hands you another note with the same things on it as she did yesterday.
All right. I'll be sure to pick up the books. I'm pretty sure that I've gotten most of the list down. I think I just missed the books. I'm really sorry about that again.
Oh, I mean, when do I ever have time to read, right? But
yeah.
So, where did you post the flyers, and how much was the spot for the B&B at Skynet?
Do I remember how much it was at Skynet, or?
Oh, did you? I don't think you asked, did you?
I just. Did I forget to do everything on the list?
I think you did one thing, which was the dinner, the lunch.
Okay. Well. I don't really want to feel like lying again. Well. I'm pretty sure that, the spot on Skynet was about, Actually, here, let me check the receipt. I'm gonna pretend to fumble around to see if I can find the receipt.
Make a performance check.
Oh, dang it, not there. Gosh, dice, please. Natural 20.
Nice. As you fumbled around for receipts before of this sort of kind, you kind of pat your pockets, kind of like searching for it. You open up your bag, making a really good show of trying to find a piece of paper, and eventually you find like a receipt-like piece of paper that you can choose to pull out or not.
I'm going to pretend that I lost the receipt.
Yeah. Oh. It's
Oh.
That's.
I do know that it is paid for, though. If I do find it, or if I go back, I can.
Oh, you paid for it already. Yeah. Wow.
Yes.
Adventuring really makes a lot of money now, doesn't
it? Sorta.
Like.
I mean, if you save up a little bit.
Wow, nice. It's easily 25 gold a spot, depending on how long and what kind of spot you ask for.
Yeah. But I can also go back and ask how much it was for too, or to get another receipt if you need it.
Well, I imagine that if you've already paid for it, I imagine I can call ahead on an emerald. I imagine that they would have it on file, so don't worry. So where did you put up the posters? It's kind of a. Did you put it in like a seedy part of town? Did you put it in like the nice parts of town?
I may have forgotten to do another thing.
Oh.
But I did put in an order to get them. I just kind of forgot to pick them up and put them around.
Oh, okay. I mean, you didn't have to make them really fancy. You could just draw on them like a piece of parchment or something. But I admire the initiative, I guess. So I mean, okay. So I'll go ahead tomorrow, bright and early, and I'll see what kind of spot you got for us. So yeah, thanks. Just if you could do those other things for me, that'd be great. I kind of want to focus on the marketing of this place, you know, so I don't have to be here every day of my life.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay, well, thanks, bro. And she kind of nudges you a little roughly and laughs a little bit and turns around, continuing her work and then eventually going back in the kitchen.
Just gonna look down at my food and just kind of sit there and finish my food in silence.
From there, Tibril, you were the first one to head upstairs. Well, actually, Tomb went to the garden, so we'll do that real quick, because that was the first thing that was said. So Tomb, you make your way out to the garden.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mean the greenhouse?
Out there? Wherever there's
Is there a fountain?
Yeah.
So are you meaning the greenhouse or the garden out back?
Garden out back.
Okay, because if you want to do like the watering of your cherry blossoms and everything, you remember that there is like pails of water and stuff to do that in the greenhouse.
Right. Yeah, I'll go there. Can I go there?
Yeah, it was easy to walk into. You find a similar scene as you walk through like the rows of like trellises and everything, the herbs and everything growing. Through that part of the garden, you walk up to the glass-sided panel, and you find a similar scene that you walked into, where you find Tavis's mother, watering all of her plants with her gold sort of magical energy. And she turns around. You see that she's like now wearing like a soft cashmere sort of blue sweater, into nice black pants and very silver shiny shoes with like a little diamond on the front of it. Oh my, Tomb, you look very beaten and battered, dear.
I nod.
Oh. Do you care to tell me what you and I'm guessing your friends did to do this? Oh no, that means Tavis was with you.
I start writing in my notebook, and I like give her the basic log line of what happened, not like a whole paragraph. And then in the end, I ask her if she can help me take care of my cherry blossoms.
And she, like, her eyes get bigger and bigger as she's reading it. Oh my. Wow, that's a lot. So yes, I can help you with that. I am so glad all of you are all right. And she puts her hand down and she starts taking care of your cherry blossoms and looking over like the damage to your wooden arm, and then looking at the damage to your metal bits too. She says, "Oh well, it seems that your metal arm was sort of designed so uneven, and there was the wooden bits seemed to have moved just enough that she could just see like the mount for the dragon scale that was into your metal, as the wood starts to like grow back over it with the watering." She says, "Oh, it seems that you really got some fantastic work done here. It looks like your cherry blossoms, if not all of them, many of them will pull through, as they seem to be magically," and she's like moving her hands around. This your cherry blossoms still amaze me, Tomb. I'm not going to lie. I don't know what sort of thing you have going on with those, but some energy, some god really cares about this to have protected them this much. And she's just looking amazed.
As she says that, I go to just rest my hand on the medallion that's on my chest, wondering if he's the one who is protecting me in a sense.
She looks up. Are you doing that? Oh, is that your god? Is that your emblem for? And she's finishing up taking care of your cherry blossoms.
Out of character. He is, isn't he? Would I consider him that to me?
So for Tomb, you had a bunch of visions, and you chose like a way back in the campaign, like in Zaten, when you guys were about to be sold as slaveries. You had that vision where you were supposed to choose two paths, and you chose the higher path, and the emblem, the necklace that you were doing after you chose the higher path, the one that was about peace and about protecting, instead of the one that was going down, where the screaming of the fire and the corpse collectors were. It seemed to solidify something, and that seemed to literally solidify onto you.
So I shake my head yes, or I nod in response to her question.
And she says, "Oh, well, it seems that you might have chosen a very great god. I know that there are plenty and plenty of those to choose from, but that one seems to really care." And she finishes up watering, and she says, "Okay, well, turn your metal bits to me, all right?"
Okay, I do so.
And she looks at all your scrapes and your newly added scrapes, your old scrapes. Your crunched arm a little bit. You can find it a little bit hard to move, but you still have most of your range of movement.
Okay.
And she looks at it and moves your arm around and looks at your leg and everything, all your every little bit of it. Well, if you might want to go see my husband to see if he can help you with hammering out little bits and pieces of your structures, so maybe you can have a bit of better time. He doesn't really work on war forges, but I imagine sort of surface level things he could help with.
I nod. Trying to think. I write in my notebook, I'm like, would it be best if I went to see him tomorrow?
And she nods. Yes, he doesn't work quite as long as I do, but he usually takes his meditative rest a bit sooner and a little bit longer, even though we only are supposed to get 4 hours.
I nod.
Yeah, but tomorrow would probably be best for him, as he likes to just rest and not do too much after work.
I write in my notebook, I say thank you, and then
problem
walk out. Well, unless she has more to say.
No, she just says, "Have a good night," as she sees you turning to leave. She did have something, and then you returning, she just stopped herself and said, "Have a good night."
Okay.
Now up to Timbrel. As you make your way upstairs and sort of clean yourself slightly with the water basin that's left in the room, you see the Ekman's basket full of swords and little bit of clothes that he had are still in the same places as before. But you can crack open that journal.
I did. And Raoul texted me the contents of the book.
All right.
And I also looked it up. about how tall a 3-story building is, and it's about 30 feet. Actually, it's a little bit more than 30 feet, but that's up to the roof, typically, like to the peak of it. So could I look down out the window for Tomb and send a psionic link to him?
I would say at the beginning part of you reading, you wouldn't be able to find Tomb. You see like the last part of the door closing to the greenhouse. And then after a little bit while of you digging into this book and you getting increasingly more aware of what's inside of the knowledge of the notes and the tracking and everything that's inside this book, you can glance back up and you can see Tomb walking out of the greenhouse.
As soon as he's in range, I'm going to send him a message saying, Tomb, come up to my room. I need to talk. You and Emma, you
see him leave the greenhouse, right?
Yeah.
As you say that, he like stops and then looks around and then looks up to where your window would be. And he like nods like, okay. And then he walks in.
I'm going to just tell you, you heard a fairly frantic Tibril. Like,
Okay.
This is like Tibril stressing out, man.
Oh gosh.
Tomb is just like, the voice of God?
Is this you, God? Oh, no, it's
Pretty
Tibril.
Sure, I know what Althator sounds like. Didn't he talk to me when we were with
Yeah,
the
you
Vice?
know that Althator is like a deep voice like this.
Yep.
And you know Tibril's voice.
Tibril's voice is like, hi, I'm Tibril.
Hey. 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 Don't
Hi.
you sass me.
I'm doing it. Anyways, you make your way up to Tibril's room. Yeah.
So, Tomb, do you just walk in or do you knock?
Mm-hmm.
I said 2 options.
Oh, I didn't hear the second. I just heard, so do you just walk in? And I'm like, yeah.
Okay, so you just walk in. Tibril, after you get in, he walks over to the door and locks it. And I was like, okay, Tomb. I would
Still
tell.
psionically, or are you speaking?
I'm speaking.
Okay.
Speaking. Right now, I don't know who we can trust. I trust Tavis. Nyx is still an enigma. But Red Guest let me read his journal. And this is when I make a psionic link with you.
Okay.
He's hunting us. He was hired to kill us.
And that was this episode of Audio Adventures. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and most of all, please share to get out the word so we can share our story with you and keep doing what we're doing. If you have an idea for an NPC, a shop, or even an encounter, please comment down below. You might be seeing any of those in the next session or maybe even the upcoming sessions. Again, thank you so much for being here, and we will see you next week. Please stay safe, everyone, and wear those seatbelts.